What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another truck camping build video. So this is day 2 of my truck build. In the last video, I got the base of this built and cut out, and then I built this shelf as well. So this is just storage for anything pretty much, but I still need to finish this. I need to add the back piece of wood there to protect that glass, and then of course add a door as well, all the hinges. But before we start doing that, I want to beef up my locking system. So how I locked it before was I have this paracord tied to the latch, and then that comes down to a carabiner, more paracord down to another carabiner right here. So what I do is I'll shut the door, and then this reaches back to here, and then that has a little bit of slack, and to tighten that slack, what I do is I push this around right here. And that is kind of the lock to lock this door right here. So if anyone try to open it, it stops right there. Of course, if someone really wanted to break in, they could just break the window, but this will stop the casual thief, I guess. That's not gonna break any windows, but try to just open it. So that was my locking system. Now, we can do a whole lot better. I will still need the carabiners to get this project going. So to beef up this lock, I got some stuff here, but we're gonna be replacing this paracord with this stainless steel braided wire. Now, I did a full video on these of how I made them, why I made them, and I'm not gonna go over them again, but I do wanna show them in this video because it is part of the truck camper build. So this is a new way of me locking myself in here once I'm inside. Here's a quick montage of me making them, but once again, if you want to watch me make these, here's a link right here at the top of the video. Click on that and you will see exactly how I made these. Daggum, son. No one's getting in here. All right, which one would you rather choose? The paracord or the all metal? It took me 5 seconds to cut through this. It would probably take me a year to cut through this with that same blade. If not longer. I know which one I'm choosing. Took me 2 years to finally do this little mod, but like I said, this truck camper build right here is gonna be perfect. No holding back. It's gonna be absolutely the perfect truck camper build. And I guess that starts with being able to lock yourself in and keep people out. Well, got the first injury. I see blood. Got poked by one of the wires sticking up. All right, so there is our new all metal, super strong locking system. All right, so now we have everything attached. So to make this nice and tight, to lock it down the window, is just spin this guy right here. So we tighten that up. Freaking perfect, dude. All right, there we go. There's one side done. All right, got both the locks done. You can spin this, but it ain't gonna open. Beautiful. So there's that side and that side. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, buddy, I'm excited. Just added the duct tape to that, covered up all these sharp edges so I won't like cut my leg open trying to freaking stretch. So that's good. I'm gonna do the other side now, but that's how that looks. All right, now that we got the locks on, now I need to make a back for this guy right here. I flipped it over, took measurements, and I hate to say it, but this is a budget build and I'm gonna be using particle board for the back. Yeah, I know. I don't want to, but it's all we got right now, so this is what we're working with. Again, this is a budget build. So far, I have spent I spent $14 on the hose for the propane tank, and that's about it so far. So far, I've only gotten that much as well, but yeah. Anyways, let's get this guy cut down the shape. We'll screw it to the back. And let's test the fits. Ah, perfect. All right, I'm gonna get this screw down. All right, so I got the back plate on here, and before I put it back over here, I want to deal with the window I do want to have curtains on these windows, although you won't be able to see most of this window. I kind of still want to cover it. That could just be used for good like heat shield. You know, not let so much sun in back here. But I really hate how they design these windows. They put this in the middle. I wish it was over here, where you just pull it all the way back. But no, they put it in the middle, and you pull it, and it opens up over here. Since I built this on this side, I can only open this window about that much now. Alright, I do have some reflectics. I want to stick some reflectics up here and see how it looks on the outside. If you can see it too good, I really don't want to have it there. So that is the reflectics. And of course, we're gonna have a lot of glare, so you can probably see it even better. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. I don't want to be able to see the reflectics from the outside, so I'm just gonna hang up the curtain. So I have about 50 of these boat cover straps here that I'm going to use some of these for the truck camper. And to be more specific, the curtains. Here are the curtains I bought like 2 years ago, never hung them up. They're getting hung up now, baby. Oh yeah. First it was the locks, now it's the curtains. We're getting everything that I wanted to do multiple years ago. They're getting done today. I was in Walmart and I was like looking for curtains, and these were like blacked out curtains. I was like, you know what? Let's add a little design, a little color, a little bouginess to the truck camper. So that's what we got. I think it's gonna look pretty nice. I put the shelf back up here just to see where it ends exactly. So I want to cover that part of the window that is right behind it with the curtains. So it will stop right here, and then the next curtain will begin right there. And these curtains I should be able to lift up and move them out of the way if I wanted to. But back here, it will always be covered. But you can see just how perfectly that piece of wood fit. I mean, it was perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. All right, so right there, that is where the curtain needs to start. So like I said, I bought these curtains like 2 years ago and I never put them on because I didn't know how I was gonna do it. But I watched some videos on YouTube the other day, and I saw people were taking out these screws and attaching hooks to those. Well, I figured, why the hooks? I can just screw through the curtains and that will hold it up. So for right here, I'm gonna hold it up using these on the side and on the bottom, and those will be permanently in there. But here, I'm just gonna do the top. That way I can roll up the curtains when I don't want curtains. And then using these straps, I can roll them up and pull it tight, and that will hold them up. So that is my game plan for that. I don't know why I didn't think about this. I guess I just thought I couldn't touch these screws. But I saw other people doing it, and like, that is genius. So there is that piece all screwed in. We got screws up here on the sides and a few down here. So I'm gonna leave this long because this will be hidden by the box, and you may see it right up in here. So it'll hide that lip and it'll just be this design instead of that lip. But for the rest of it, I will be cutting it all down to size. Man, this is gonna look nice. This will look real nice. So I'm going to overlap this curtain with this screw, so it will fall down right over here. All right, so I started the second curtain. This is the curtain that will be rolled up. So I threw one of these straps underneath or between the screws, and that is coming down. So whenever I roll this up, I will have this to roll it up and then click it into place, and that will hold it all right here nice and tight to the top. But that's pretty cool, I think. That's a good idea, Adam. Good think indeed. But since this ends right here and there's still a window back over here. I don't want that to be open. I was thinking I could extend this curtain out to over here. So that will fall all the way down over here, and it will cover the entire window. So there is the first curtain done. I traced along the bottom and cut that out with scissors. And now I need to shorten these straps right here. I'm probably gonna cut these about this short. All right, so check out how easy this is. Curtains are down. Gotta lift this up, find the buckle it, and pull. That easy. So freaking easy. I did leave some extra flappage over here. I just kind of tucked that up like that. There you go. You have access to the window. So freaking easy. Holy crap. I'm gonna leave these up because I do want some more light coming in here, but we have freaking curtains, guys. That is so freaking cool. This has been on my to-do list for 2 freaking years, and we finally did it. Unfortunately, we still have to do it over to this side. It wasn't hard to do, it was just very time consuming. But we gotta do it one more time. And this one can just go all the way across. As of right now, I don't have any plans to build anything on this side, but I kinda do. I kinda want to. Maybe water storage along the wheel well. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm gonna move this box back, kind of hide this ugliness. There it is with the box back in place. I kind of want to cut that. Next time I take this out, we are going to trim that piece. It just doesn't look good, doesn't match. And I'm definitely digging the colors, the gold. Just adds a little bit of character. So I'm glad I didn't go just black. I guess they kind of look like the windows, but definitely adds some character. I do have black oil-based enamel. I was looking earlier. Should we paint all this wood black or gray? Y'all let me know in the comments. The carpet is gonna stay gray, but I may even have a white oil-based enamel. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact I have black and gray. So we got this back in. Now what I need to do is start working on the little shelf for the camping stove. So that's gonna be pretty easy. Just need to build some legs, the same exact height as the back of the wheel well. And then that will just sit on that. Make some room, because it's getting a little messy back here. Need some water, I'm dehydrated. This can also hang straight down. I just didn't know how I wanted it, honestly. I didn't want it to lose space or make the cab feel smaller, so I kind of like it tucked in. Take nap now. So I cut these pieces like that freaking short. Too short. It is the next day. Last night I was literally laying down right here and I passed out in the back of the truck on the level floor, the ribs. Yeah, it was horrible. So I was like, I should probably go home. I'm tired. But I got the hose for the propane bottle. I tested it out. I took this off and realized once you take that off, all this propane inside the hose leaks out. So once you get a propane bottle on, it's pretty much gonna have to stay on. So good to know. Propane filled up this whole entire back area. If that happens while I'm camping, I would have to leave the truck for like, I don't know, a good 10 minutes probably. But good to know. So that will always have to be connected to a bottle. This side has a pin, but that side does not have a pin. So it just releases everything that's in the hose. Probably a safety measure thing, I don't know. But we can go ahead and get this all screwed together. Set this up. And we'll get this shelf for the propane tank screwed together. And there is the shelf screwed together for the camping stove. Now I did leave this about 1/2 inch. That is because whenever I add a door right here, that's also going to be 1/2 inch out. So this shelf will be level with this door, and then I'm going to add some like spacers right here just to make it all level and flush. I still need to screw this down, but I'm not screwing anything down yet. But I will probably do the angle brackets right here as well, and then screw into this side on that. And then do the same thing with this piece that's going to be right here. There's going to be a wall going up right here now. That will be for the cooler area, but we will get to that. So this camping stove has this little attachment right here that is to attach your propane tanks. So this used to stick out way out here. It would shoot out this direction. It was angled. Well, I bent that in, so that would not interfere with this wall that's going to go right here. So I bent it in, but now it's bent over here. So now what I need to do is drill a hole right about here so the propane hose can come up through the shelf and attach to that. So I'm going to mark the hole right here. Now I also want to get a Dremel and put little indents right in here where the legs sit. That is so this thing does not slide off of this shelf. It is on carpet, a smooth surface. So I feel like putting indents on this guy right here will help with that. All right, there's the hole. I will have to glue back this carpet. So I removed all the carpet where the legs sit. I'm gonna go home, get the Dremel, and we'll Dremel some notches in there so the stove can't slide around. So before I glue this back on, I'll just put everything back in place. Wanted to make sure the hole placement is good and big enough. Shove this down in here. Okay. Beautiful. All right, so that is going to work. And the hose and propane will just be down here. So I cut those notches out yesterday and put the stove on there, and I drove out to the lake yesterday. We went out on the boat, and this is all it has moved. I mean, the cooker itself is still in place, so that has held up great. Of course, this moved, it's not screwed down, but that's all it has moved. So I mean, so I'm pretty confident these little holes right here are gonna hold down this stove pretty good. Now I could drill holes on each side and maybe zip tie it down as well. That's just an idea. But I think this will be all right. It's held up going to the lake, so it should be good. But there it is, guys. Let me fix it and adjust it. This will get screwed down to the base and to the shelf and everything else around it. But so there is the shelf for the stove. So in this video, we got that done. We got the locks done. And then we got the curtains. Next up, I need to work on the cooler area. Gonna box this off. Now I did find a blue cord to use for this core area, but I'm thinking about just making my own. Boxing this area off and then going to get styrofoam and making one myself. Now it will be a project. I don't know, guys, we'll see. But I'm gonna go, I'll plan it up, it'll all be in the next video. But that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.